everyone, it is Kira's Art Journey, aka Kaj, and we're back with the final and last chapter of, well, it's not the last chapter, and I'm also I know I'm late with uploading this because I had issues with this last drawings. It might show up in the video as to what happened, but anyways, um it is the last insert that I have so far for the story. It's not the last chapter, but it is the last chapter that I have written, or that I had written for this story. And today we will be drawing Jean Ensèk. Something like that. It means his name's supposed to mean Junebug, but when I went back to Google, it said insect. I was like, whoa. well, anyways, names might be changed in the future. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the story, so I won't waste you guys' time. And let's go. Chapter 10, Reunion. The group is walking through Twawush Fan. They go down into a deep chasm where the walls of the chasm gives off enough light to see what's around them. Wow, the walls are all glowing green, Esseligi says. That's because of the nightmare flower above ground, Bonjanki says. Nightmare flowers? What are those? They grow in abundance after a storm. They give off a green glow from their stems. The nutrients that they feed off of are the gradients and limestone of the chasm. They cover the nutrients into a chemical called luminescicle. You do know a lot about the flowers, Gina Sheik says to Bonjanki. He is our village medicine man, Etheligi says. Esther lowers his head and says, the village used to have this really big garden with lots of plants and trees, but Eclairage burnt it down. The group came upon a four-way fork in the chasm. Which way shall we go, folks? Gina she asked. Lide walks a few feet in front of the group. He shifted his feet to the second path on the right. There is a city down this path, he says. Well, duh, the sign says so, Jean Sheik says. Leedy laughs and says, well, duh, I am blind. I read with my feet. Whoosh Market, slum caves, and so whoosh. Haven't been to either in a long while. You've been to them before? Esseligi asked. Yes, I have, with my papa, to deliver some medicine to the local doctors there. They start walking down the pathway to Woosh City. In a short distance, they came upon an open entranceway. There, they seen a huge city right before them as they looked down from the entrance. Wow, who would have thought people would actually be living down here? Gene Sheik says. They walk down towards the city. There are huge buildings with lit signs, people walking in and out of stores and shopping bags. There is even a huge fountain that spews up clear water. Wow, this is amazing, Isiliji says with his mouth gaping open. As they go deeper into the city, they begin to see people riding in huge bug-like carriages. What on earth are those? Gina Sheik asked. New Age Tech 5 walkers, Ursula whispered. What was that you said, Timon? I said, they are New Age Tech 5 walkers, bug version. My papa told me and my friend about them. Look, in end over there, the Tinoian woman says, pointing at the large building with a blue sign reading Les Affiens. The group walks up to an open window booth at the end. A stringy-haired man with a ragged beard opened the window. Ye, welcome to the inn, ye. How many rooms, ye? 2 rooms, Bojan Key replies. Ye, that would be 5 gold nuggets, ye. I got this, Lady says as he hands the man 5 golden nuggets. The man gives him back 2 room keys. They walk into the inn, and there on their left is a dining area. Anyone hungry? Lady, you got any more gold nuggets to spare for us to get a bite to eat? Jin and Sheik asks. Plenty, he replies. They went into the inn and sat at a group table in the far back. As they were walking in, Bon Joon-ki noticed a rather large person with a black coat sitting in the corner near the entrance. A thin, thick man with stringy brown hair and a black rugged clothing came towards them carrying a notepad and a pencil. Ye, what would you all like to eat and drink, ye? He asked the group. I would like 2 double Turks with a side of mush, Jing Enshi answered. Okay, Yi. I got you down, Yi. What about you, Timon, Yi? Can I have some tishies and lishies with a glass of spring water? Yi? Tishies and lishies? Yi, we don't have that here, Yi. He wants cave drinks with my luck. Bon Joon-ki says to the waiter. Hey, Yi, that's what it be, Yi. Okay, sorry, Timon, I got it. The waiter says, laughing. Ye, for the lovely Tinoir lady, would you like filet bluche in filet water, ye? Yes, please, she replies. Ye and you, sir, ye? He said to Bon Joon-ki. Parcel and a glass of spring water. Ye, got it. And for the old man, ye? Jackson mush, the lady says. Ye, okay, got you. All that I will be back, ye. The man walks off to the back kitchen. Bon Joon-ki looks over at Lady and asks, how do you make your nuggets? Pickpocketing, Eclarodging soldiers at the slave camp, Lady says. Wow, you really are something, old man, Genie Sheik says. Now that we have a place to rest, let's introduce ourselves properly, Bon Joon-ki says to everyone. I am Bon Joon-ki, Vantian from Vanti Village. I am also a plant keeper and medicine maker and distributor. I have lost my mama, my godson, Mamadan, and Maseh. The Eclairage pillaged off my village. They have also kidnapped my petite fille. I must find my fille and end this bitter war between Lockley and Eclairage. Bon Joon-ki looks around at the rest of the group and says, now, introduce yourself as such. He touches Excellency's soldier and says, go on. Excellency looks at everyone. He then says, I am Esselas from Vanti village. I am Vantian. My papa is half Vantian in Sia Latuan. I guess that makes me part Sia Latuan. I am the son of Etwalami, a first generation tech crafter. My mama and twin Frey were murdered by Eclarizing soldiers when they pillaged our village. My papa disappeared. I want to find him. I want to find my papa. I know he isn't dead. Bon Joon-ki nods at Esselagis. Esselagis touches the soldier of Jinishik. Jinishik speaks. I am Jinishik, Izatwa Wujin, a dying people. Maybe just a few of us left. I had a madame once. Beautiful madame. We were to have a child together. We were living in Saab when she got sick in her last term of pregnancy. The Eclarogian soldiers had came around and shut down the whole city. They destroyed the doctor's establishment and wouldn't allow anyone to see the doctor, nor get any treatment for any illnesses. Needless to say, my wife and newborn died. I was torn up about it for a long time. But then my older Frey, him and his madame had a child, a little girl. It gave me light, even though she wasn't my daughter, but I treated her as such, especially when her papa wasn't around much due to his work. I loved her. I would take her to town festivals, show her how to fish, even taught her a few of the liquids that helped boost those of the Zetwalwujian fire ability that couldn't naturally do so on its own. L'Esprit, my niece. He looks over at Bon Joon-ki. You're madame. After she was 5 years old, her mama was to have another Timon. One day I came by to see the Timon and bring L'Esprit a present, for her house was on fire and mama was dead. There I see my Frey standing there, wearing Eclairage Royal Guards clothing, holding the Timon. My Frey had become one of them. He left with something in his arm that I assumed was a Timon, but I never found out. The Eclairage was killing Zatwa and I escaped. I escaped to find L'Esprit. I knew she was alive. I searched 18 years for her. But now, you say she is dead. Janice Street began to cry a little. We must find her, petite fille, ma niece. We must find her. It seems she may be all I have left of my family. I want to stop Eclairage. Even if I die doing so, I'm with you on this. Jen Sheik stops speaking and reaches over and touches the Tinoian woman soldier. Well, my name is Flegier. I am Tinoian, as you can see and hear from my accent. I already stated before that the Eclairaging took something very precious from my people, that something is needed in order for my people to survive. And also, she stopped speaking. And also what? Genevieve asked. Nothing. That is all. Flegy, Ladies asked. I heard of that Flegy of Twinois. We know that the Tinoian lives an extraordinary long life, but the person named the Flegy lives around, what, 350 years old? Yes, Flegy says. You are correct, but I won't live that long. Only about 160 years of that time I shall live. Oh, is it because of the missing something that Eclairage took? Janeshi asked. Bon Junki noticed the pain on her face. No, he says. Everyone looks at him. How do you know it's not that? Janeshi asked. Or do you know something we don't? Yes, her partner has died. She killed him, Bon Junki says. Fleje looks at him with a defeated expression in confusion. Who did you know? She asked. I traveled a lot with my papa and learned of your people when visiting the region. My papa told me that the Tinoian long life partners are born at the same time to different parents. They marry at age 20. Your papa told you of our cultural and customs, but didn't tell you of the... She stopped herself from saying so. Well then, she touches Lidi's shoulder. Your turn. Lita begins laughing and says, well, now, my story isn't that deep. I'll put it in a song. He begins to sing. Well, I'm an old man now, miss a lot of years just for a little swim. An old man named Liddy, who was the son of a bun, the son of a bun I am, the son of a bun that lasts every 50 years. But time took me away from taking my place, 'cause I am just an old man today, yes I am. A young old slave that once escaped, now I became an old man slave that's now escaped. A son of a bun, I am, a son of a bun, oh dear, yes dear. Bun John Key looks at Liddy with wide eyes and says, Yes, que je pense? Ding, 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 you got son Uncle Red. Yes, que je pense? But how? I and my papa was told that the last bun was killed by Eclairage. Whether it was Eclairage or someone else, I was killed. But this world has funny way of doing things. Suddenly, the door to the dining area flew open, banging against the wall. Hey, you cave-dwelling scums, get me the usual drinking grub. It was two Eclairagian soldiers. They came in and sat down at a two-seater near the cloaked man. One of the Eclairagian soldiers had a low cut with his blonde hair sticking out like a balding hedge bush. The other fashioned a large braid down the middle of his head. The waiter The waiter hastes to bring the food to Bon Ki and the others. He places their food in front of the person. Ye, here you go, guys. Enjoy ye. He quickly hurries back into the kitchen to prepare the Eclaragian soldier orders. He becomes out he he comes out with 2 bottles of ice cold water that shines purple. Lavender juice. Bon Ki says, eyeing the bottle. What is lavender juice? Estelages asks. A sweet and bitter drink that can only be found here in the cave valley of the Chatham's. The stones are found under the nightmare plants. It is still unknown why they give the purple glow. Took you long enough, the Eglarogian soldier said to the waiter. Now, bring us the usual. This time it better be cooked to the crisp. The soldier snaps at the waiter. Yes, sir, the waiter says. The waiter hurries back into the kitchen. Everyone at the table eyes the Eclaragian soldier. Let's kill them, Gina Sheik finally says. Calm yourself, Bon Ki says. There may be other posted around. Right now, we don't want to draw attention to ourselves. We must rest and plan for future events. Just then, a small child that looked to be around 7 years old came out holding a platter of food. She heads towards the cloaked person table. As she carefully makes her way over to give the person their food, she is smiling from ear to ear. One of the Eclaragians sees her expression. He then sticks out his leg and trips her. Food goes flying everywhere. Some of the food gets onto the other Eclaragian soldier. The child stares at the spilled food and begins to cry. The Eclaragian man stands up and grabs the child by his brown, unkempt, stringy hair. You little dirt bug! How dare you spill this toxic trash onto me? He yells at her. The waiter from before and a woman comes from out of the back with horrified looks on their face. Ye, please don't hurt me, petite fille, the woman cries. Who's going to pay for my uniform? Eclaragian soldiers follow a strict uniform codex, in which you dirty cave dweller would know nothing of. He yanks the little girl by her hair, slamming her into a table. He pulls out his swords from the shaft of his wayside. Ye, please, sir, I said didn't mean it. She is just a child. Take me instead, please, ye, the waiter begs. Take you? No, I won't take you. The person who did the wrongdoing is the one to be punished instead. You should have taught this fee more carefully. Maybe she wouldn't have to face this penalty. The soldier who tripped her says. Gene Sheik stands up from his seat. We got to do something. Wait, Bon Ki says. What do you mean wait? He is going to kill... A loud crashing noise came from towards the scene. The large cloaked person who was sitting waiting on their food grabs the sword of the Eclaragian soldier and snaps it. His hand goes into a claw-like motion and says, Ede, striking the soldier with a huge blast, sending him flying through the end's wall. The soldier lay motionless on the ground with finger holes in his chest. The other soldier, looking terrified, backs up and tries to escape. Suddenly, Bon Ki blocks the soldier path. He punches the soldier in the stomach, causing him to pass out. The person removes his cloak. There on his face are 3 pearls, cat-like eyes, a rather large scar on his face going down to the bottom of his neck, and a red bushy beard. Zami, nice to know you're alive, he says as they lock arms, putting their heads against one another. I knew you were alive, Bon Ki says. Estelages walks over to them. He tugs on the man's outer skirt. The man looks down at him and unlocks arms with Bon Ki. He stoops down and stares at Estelages for a moment and then grabs him into his arms. Papa is here, he says to Estelages. Estelages starts to cry. Who is that big fella? Jean Estelages asks. Another asset to the team. Mazami Etwalami. And that is the end of chapter 10. So, okay, guys, so that is it for the whole Dance of Enb first 10 chapters. And remember, all of that I have read you so far in this collection is subjected to change, and hopefully you guys still follow along. So what I'm gonna do from now on for these Mondays and OT Monday is I will be creating little characters that may be a part of the DOE world. They may not be a part of the DOE world, but they will be like little OC characters for like storytelling practices and everything. So I would be making like little characters of that and doing like little short stories. Maybe gonna be like a short story concept, or short story that I have an idea for a children's book, or any other short story type of word novella or anything like that. So I would do drawings with them as well, as you see here, like a read along and story time thing or whatever. So continue to look out for those on the Monday. So that is it for the DOE thingy for now. But I will say stick around and continue to check out my content on my video and my artwork, and there are other things I'll be posting on this channel with redraws and fan art stuff. So in the meantime, remember, keep drawing, keep going, don't stop, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Oh, also, before I forget, I always be like, oh, also. But anyway, please check out the link below, my Buy Me a Coffee, if you guys want to check out the backstories to these characters that were mentioned in here. Although you did, in this chapter, you did get some snippet of some of my backstory, but even the ones that aren't seen in here yet or not in here yet, you could get some backstory on my Buy Me a Coffee if you would like to, if you're really engaged and want to, know stuff and everything. And also you can get per chapter updates as I continue to work through this. So in the meantime, I will catch you guys on the next one. So yeah, bye bye. Thank you guys for viewing my channel. If you would like to see me screen my art and chat art and anime, follow me over on Twitch. The link will be in the description box below under all my links are here. Do you want to know when I go live? Join my Discord where you get live updates when I go live. The link to it will also be under all my links are here. Remember, art grinders, keep drawing, keep going, don't stop.